No wonder Shi Wu Wing didn't send me any detailed information when it recognized me as its master when I obtained it, said Luo Feng. I thought it was because the great being who created Shi Wu Wing didn't leave any information. But the real reason is that Shi Wu Wing is a broken true treasure. Besides, Primal Chaos City Leader told me when he gave it to me that no other lives in the universe knew about the existence of Shi Wu Wing, and he also said that it was not created by him. Apparently, Shi Wu Wing is more mysterious than I realized. The information on Shi Wu Wing was recorded in a book my teacher Primal Chaos City Leader gave to me. Luo Feng could still remember the book. It detailed the 3 different forms of Shi Wu Wing and had been discovered by Primal Chaos City Leader during his research. According to the information, Shi Wu Wing appeared virtually of nowhere, Luo Feng recalled. It was exceptionally tough and tinsel, and even beings as strong as Universe Masters aren't able to destroy it. Luo Feng got more excited. I'm particularly curious about this part. Powerful Universe Masters should be able to damage an ordinary true treasure. However, based on the information given by Primal Chaos City Leader, Shi Wu Wing is indestructible. I've always thought it was because the material of Shi Wu Wing was special. Until now, it seems that my Shi Wu Wing is a component of an incredible true treasure, which is why the material is also extraordinary. Just like that, Luo Feng's questions had been completely solved. True treasures that had recognized someone as their owners could attract each other. The only reason this had happened was because they had originally been one. Golden-horned beast body looked up at the sky, and the 8-armed, bald knight looked down at golden-horned beast. Thoughts flooded both of their minds. Actually, in the long period of time they had spent using the true treasure wing, they both felt that their wings were different from other ordinary true treasures. However, nobody could say for sure that they were broken true treasure. After all, such a notion was inconceivable. Like Thousand Treasures River, which was made up of over 1,000 true treasures. True treasures strengthened each other, resulting in boundless power. However, every true treasure had hidden flaws. Many fighters might only be able to wield the power of top-tier treasures. Luo Feng's Shi Wu Wing, after all, always worked as a fine, ordinary true treasure. Even a mere component of a true treasure works so greatly. Luo Feng thought. What if they're combined? The 8-armed, bald knight looked down at Luo Feng. Lightwing saved me several times, and even now that I'm a universe overlord, it is an ordinary true treasure that has never disappointed me. The Lightwing is actually a component of a powerful true treasure. I need to get the other part no matter what. If they're combined, they must lead to material change, and the power will be significantly improved. Golden-horned beast body looked up at the being in the sky. The most prominent universe overlords had records within the human race, and Luo Feng remembered all of them. He was able to recognize most of them, except few supreme beings who kept themselves hidden. Tianyang Knight, thought Luo Feng, a universe overlord of the automaton race. Based on the available record, he has 3 true treasures. One of them is an ordinary true treasure armor, one is an ordinary true treasure wing, and one is a senior true treasure, 8 light shuttle. He's the candidate deified general for Xingguang General, and he created the ultimate technique 8 shuttle. Luo Feng realized that he was in trouble after recalling his information. Tianyang Knight was a handful. He was powerful and proficient in escape techniques. Luo Feng could sense that this enemy was not to be trifled with. Though I don't need to worry about universe overlords because of my force armor, they have much stronger attacking skills. It's difficult for me to kill senior universe knights. As for this Tianyang Knight, it would be almost impossible for me to kill him. Tianyang Knight looked down at Golden-horned beast and was a bit hesitant. Who is he? He wondered. It's a golden-horned beast in golden armor and a golden wing. I don't recall a great being like that in Space Beast Alliance. The Space Beast Alliance was always mysterious, and the great beings who showed up were known for their giant bodies. To kill a golden-horned beast universe knight? Such a feat was nearly impossible. Golden-horned beast and Tianyang Knight stared at each other. Each wanted the true treasure wing possessed by the other. However, they both felt that the enemy standing before them should not be underestimated. Luo Feng was not confident because he was too weak to injure his enemy, while Tianyang Knight was not confident that he could kill a golden-horned beast that was over 600 miles long. "I am Tianyang Knight," Tianyang Knight said, slowly coming to a landing. He landed on a branch and transmitted his voice. Golden Horned Beast transmitted his hoarse voice in reply. "I am Golden Wing Knight." Tianyang Knight raised his head and looked at Golden Horned Beast. He smiled. "Golden Wing Knight of the Space Beast Alliance, my true treasure wing and your wing seem to have some sort of special connection. I want your true treasure wing. Name your price." "One top-tier true treasure," Golden Horned Beast said. Tianyang Knight frowned. A top-tier true treasure. Even some universe masters didn't have top-tier true treasures, and even if the wings were combined, they wouldn't necessarily become a top-tier true treasure. "So you don't want to exchange?" Tianyang Knight said, transmitting his voice. "So do you?" asked Golden Horned Beast. They knew each other's decision the second they transmitted their voices. Apparently, they both valued their true treasure wings. They needed extremely precious, true treasures. However, they wouldn't be able to afford such a trade. They both moved. Then die. The eyes of Tianyang Knight glinted with hostility. This godly power started to be burned. 8 20-foot-long projectiles emanating black light showed up on his arms. These shuttles shot at Luo Feng. "You?" Golden Horned Beast burned his godly body, growled, and charged at Tianyang Knight. Long. Trees started to fall, and they began to fight each other in close proximity. They attacked over 100 times in a single second. To be exact, it was Tianyang Knight who attacked Golden Horned Beast. Golden Horned Beast quickly became half a mile long and defended himself, using his wing to counterstrike occasionally. 8. Tianyang Knight said, and the power of 8 shuttles surged. 8. Tianyang Knight screamed again. 8. He screamed 3 times, and his voice resounded and shook the soul. Tianyang Knight's face looked holy, but there was a black light radiating from his eyes. The ultimate technique 8 shuttles was a magnificent move. Golden Horned Beast was not able to fight back. He could only bear the attacks again and again. Tianyang Knight grabbed the 8 formidable-looking shuttles. They were a breathtaking sight. The wing on Tianyang Knight shook continuously, and the change in the flow of time around him made his shuttles even more splendid. It was a glorious ultimate technique, and it was terrifically powerful. Golden Horned Beast rolled like a mountain and ran over the trees. He stood up instantly. Tianyang Knight floated in the sky and gazed down at Golden Horned Beast. "Your godly body is not even injured," he said. He had already performed his ultimate technique and had consumed 3% of his godly body. Meanwhile, to his surprise, his enemy's godly body was not hurt at all. "Unfortunately, your godly body is," Golden Horned Beast replied in a deep voice. "A large godly body and powerful armor," said Tianyang Knight. "Your true treasure wing will belong to me someday in the future." Tianyang Knight's eyes glinted with bitterness. He shook his black wing and flew away. How could he continue? A giant godly body with powerful armor made him despair. So, Golden Horned Beast flew away. After a short while, the forest recovered as if there hadn't been a fight at all. After Golden Horned Beast left the forest, Remote Ocean Body left as well. Golden Horned Beast Body stores Sure Wu Wing, Claw Set Treasure, Tower Pearl, Golden Thread Aurora Mirror, Force Armor, and the component of Blade River Luo. Then Remote Ocean Body shrunk to around 30 feet tall and sat down in the grass on a hill. Golden Horned Beast Body flew away without even one valuable. He flew across the plain and flew into a vast forest. Another true treasure wing. Remote Ocean Body said as he lay on the grass with his eyes half closed. "I have a strong defense and a strong godly body, just like 9 Remoteness Master facing a Universe Supreme Master," Luo Feng said. Universe Supreme Masters are much stronger than 9 Remoteness Master, but they couldn't do anything to him in 9 Remoteness Ocean with a diameter of over 10 light years. However, it's impossible for 9 Remoteness Master to kill a Universe Supreme Master. This worked to his disadvantage. He was after all an undying fighter. Even his godly body could rival that of a Universe Knight with the help of the 9-volume manual, and he had the superior True Treasure Force armor and an enormous godly body to protect him. Even among Universe Overlords, There were few who had such strong defending power. However, he was still weak when it came to attacks. First of all, he had low law comprehension. He did have true treasures for attacking and strong willpower and mind to fight against senior universe knights. But universe overlords who had true treasures and higher law comprehension could still crush him when it came to attacking skills. Although they could crush Luo Feng, Qi Blood Palace leader had consumed 9% of his godly power, yet had only damaged 1/10,000th of Golden Horned Beast's godly boy. Tianyang Knight, similarly, had consumed 3% of his godly body, but he couldn't even damage 1/10,000th of Golden Horned Beast's godly body. How can I get that true treasure wing? Golden Horned Beast wondered, snarling with bitterness. All of a sudden, an incredible force hit the original star and permeated outward. Golden Horned Beast was entangled by the invisible force. It was complete control over the space and time. Control on the space and time? Golden Horned Beast's eyes glinted with fright. He knew a universe master had arrived. A towering being landed slowly on the ground beside the space whirlpool. He was more than 1,000 miles tall, and he was covered with black and red scaled armor. He had a green face, green eyebrows, and 2 cardinal horns. He had only one eye, but that eye could see through everything on the original star, which trembled the space around him. Every spot on the original star, plains, forests, deserts, mountains, swamps, and oceans, was bound by the power. All the great beings on the original star were shocked to their very core. A universe master has arrived. It's a universe master. Universe masters have come to this original star. Most of the universe knights didn't know why a universe master had arrived, but none of them dared to resist. Although control over space and time couldn't kill a universe master, it could still make it hard for universe overlords to walk, not to mention fly. Universe masters, on the other hand, could fly all the way to their targets and kill them. Although universe overlords could rival the most ordinary universe masters when they let out their full strength, they could only rival universe masters when they didn't use any true treasure. Unfortunately, it was impossible for universe masters not to have any true treasures. That was why there were only a few universe overlords who dared to fight universe masters, and at least there were no universe overlords who were able to do that on this original star. This was why, when they felt the powerful binding essence, they all knew it came from a universe master, and none of them dared to revolt. No, it's not likely to be Primal Chaos City leader. Golden Horned Beast raised his head. He could feel the fetters of this powerful force everywhere. If it had been Primal Chaos City leader, he would have transmitted his voice already. How powerful the universe master is! Luo Feng exclaimed. The fetter is so strong, and he might have not even let out all his strength. Once someone became a universe master, he was able to control space and time. He could even turn back time and see everything that happened. If they were powerful enough, they were even able to resurrect a fallen being. He was able to control an enormous area of space and time. The original star was completely under his control. The universe overlords heard a voice that made their heart miss a beat. "Leave it to me," said the voice. "You can all go now." They were universe overlords, and they knew most of the universe masters within the Northern Territory Alliance. They could tell from the voice immediately that it was Fu Mo Master. They stopped being so careful. Instead, they were overjoyed. Fu Mo Master stood on the plain and immediately had everything on the original star under his control. He saw through all the space, the mountains, and the mud of the ground, and easily located the Golden Horned Beast lying in the forest afar. Space Beast Alliance. A chill flashed through Fu Mo Master's eyes. Inside the forest, the fetter in the space and time around the Golden Horned Beast suddenly surged, as if an intangible giant had grabbed him with crushing force. Golden Horned Beast felt the terrific pressure bearing down on him. He quickly started to burn his godly power to resist it. However, the power of the fetter kept increasing. Chi. Golden Horned Beast's godly body kept being weakened. 1% was depleted immediately. The total quickly dropped from 99% to 98%, then 97%. His godly body just kept being weakened. If I have my force armor on me, thought Luo Feng, I can weaken the force by 99.99%. That way, I won't be so easily annihilated. Anyhow, Universe Masters are so mighty. I haven't even seen him yet I'm already seriously injured. Golden Horned Beast tried to stand still and resist the pressure. Golden Horned Beast, a cold voice resounded. Where's your true treasure armor? You were attacked by 8 senior Universe Knights, one of whom has a true treasure, yet you were not injured at all. Why is it you are hurt only by my manipulation of space and time? Where's your true treasure armor? Where's your wing? Just go on and kill me. Kill me. Golden Horned Beast growled. Ha ha ha. It seems that you've moved all your true treasures, said Fuemo Master. Golden Horned Beast snorted. Fuemo Master was omnipotent, and it was natural that he could speculate Luo Feng's actions. He just wanted to use space and time to suppress Golden Horned Beast. Then he was going to concentrate his godly power to attack him directly. However, before he could even concentrate his godly power, Golden Horned Beast's godly body was being consumed. This was entirely beyond Fuemo Master's expectations. How could a Golden Horned Beast, who had incredible defending power and who was more difficult to deal with than universe overlords, be killed so easily? There was only one explanation. The Golden Horned Beast had transferred all his true treasures elsewhere. Golden Horned Beast, I'm a universe master, he said in a cold voice. You're not even worth killing to me. I bet it took a long time for you to cultivate that godly body. Just give me the component. As long as you give me the component, or tell me where you put it, I'll let you go. Universe Master, I might have been killed if I carried my true treasures, Golden Horned Beast said. Unfortunately, I don't have any valuables on me, so there's no point threatening me. Golden Horned Beasts have clone techniques, so even if this godly body falls, the others will remain intact. As for a soul attack, though my mind and willpower are not your match, I can easily self-destruct before you erode me. All was silent. Fuemo Master also stayed quiet for a while. Indeed, it was extremely difficult to control a universe overlord's mind. It was almost impossible, even for universe masters who specialized in soul-type attacks. Firstly, there wasn't a huge gap between the willpower and the mind of a universe overlord and a universe master. All universe overlords were extraordinary. Fuemo Master didn't even specialize in soul-type attacks, yet it would be a walk in the park for him to control the mind of a universe overlord. As for soul erosion killing, universe overlords were perceptive and careful. Once they realized they couldn't resist it, they would destroy themselves. Golden Horned Beast, the voice said, growing even colder. Are you threatening me? Of course I'm not, Golden Horned Beast replied. I just don't want to give you the component of Blade River Luo. I attained this valuable through luck and power. Universe Masters are superior and venerated. Why would you need to capture my valuable using such powerful methods? You can't possibly need that valuable that much. Fuemo Master was becoming angry. You can only transfer your true treasure to other great beings instead of getting it out of the original star, he said. After all, there were arrangements around the portal. Since the birth of Blade River Luo, there have been 122 potential Universe Knights who were close enough for you to have transferred it to. Out of all 122 Universe Knights, 89 of them are from the Hong Alliance or of the prison race, and they wouldn't be willing to help you. That leaves 33 who may have helped you. Your true treasure must be hidden with one of the 33 Universe Knights. I'll give you 2 choices, Fuemo Master continued. Option 1. Tell me where the true treasure is. All I need is the godly blade of Blade River Luo. Option 2. I take the time and slaughter every one of those Universe Knights until I find it. Odds are I'll have to kill at least 10 before I find it. After that, I'll take all your other true treasures, too. It's your choice. Option 1 or Option 2. Golden Horned Beast looked startled. You'd slaughter Universe Knights just to get it. Most of them will be willing to be interrogated by me under the threat of death, Fuemo Master went on. So I may only need to kill some of them. In any case, those who dare to go against me deserve to die. For the first time, Golden Horned Beast appeared to become anxious. Luo Feng, however, was not anxious. In fact, everything was going according to his plan. Just as Primal Chaos City leader had told him, he could buy himself some time by separating the Golden Horned Beast body and Remote Ocean body. And, of course, the longer he kept Fuemo Master talking, the more time he bought himself. If Primal Chaos City leader couldn't make it here on time, Fu Mo Master would find all the true treasures eventually. Perhaps Fu Mo Master wouldn't really kill universe knights of other races recklessly, just for a godly blade of Blade River Luo, thought Luo Feng. For now, I'll just buy as much time as possible. Golden Horned Beast continued to act surprised. Fu Mo Master, he said wide-eyed. You're a universe master. How could you? Hong. Another terrific ripple arrived and surrounded the original star. The fetter binding the Golden Horned Beast was immediately gone. Another universe master. 2 universe masters. What's happening on this original star? The universe knights on the original star were all petrified. My teacher? Luo Feng thought. A giant beast engulfed in flames, standing over 6,000 miles tall, showed up in the sky. The figure exuded boundless power. Fu Mo Master, resounded the voice of the giant beast engulfed in flames. I heard that you're going to attack a great being of the Space Beast Alliance and capture his valuable. Are you provoking our Space Beast Alliance? Flame Star Master. Indignation flashed through Fu Mo Master's eyes. Flame Star Master was the most ancient and most powerful being of the Flame Star Beasts, one of the 12 pinnacle bloodlines of the Space Beast Alliance. Flame Star Master growled in the endless flames. Hong, long, long. Each inch of the original star was trembling, and the space and time under Fu Mo Master's control were taken away. Apparently, Flame Star Master and Fu Mo Master were fighting for the control over the original star. Fu Mo Master. The giant beast in flames roared, and his voice pierced through layers of space and blasted beside Fu Mo Master's ears. That Golden Horn Beast is a member of my Space Beast Alliance. Now that I'm here, don't even think about hurting him. You can't suppress him by controlling space and time, and you can only fly towards him. The great being of my Space Beast Alliance will have already left through the whirlpool long before you arrive. Fu Mo Master, who was standing on the plain like a mountain, replied with indignation. Flame Star Master, my Northern Territory Alliance has already arranged everything. Even if you can stop me, I can still stop you from controlling the space and time. The great beings of my Northern Territory Alliance will encircle that Golden Horned Beast under my command. There's no way he can run away. First team, move to coordinate. Second team, move to coordinate. Fu Mo Master transmitted his voice to the great beings arranged by the Northern Territory Alliance, and he even gave the order to the 6 teams on the other side through his alliance. Although Fu Mo Master wasn't able to suppress Golden Horned Beast through his control over space and time, he was still able to know his every move. Yes. There were several universe overlords coming out of all 6 whirlpool portals. At that moment, dozens of universe overlords gathered on the original star and started to encircle the Golden Horned Beast. He's a member of my Space Beast Alliance, Flamestar Master said, infuriated. Although he also couldn't manipulate space and time while Fu Mo Master was disturbing him, he was still capable of knowing everything that was happening on the original star. Even Flamestar Master was amazed by the number of races and great beings of the Northern Territory Alliance. There was only one Universe Supreme Master within the Northern Territory Alliance, but the number of Universe Masters and Universe Knights was much higher than in other alliances. That was why the Northern Territory Alliance was so reckless when it came to fighting for resources. Fu Mo Master, it was the great being of my Space Beast Alliance who acquired the valuable. How dare you? Flamestar Master was exasperated. He clenched his teeth as he growled. You have invoked my fury. Humph. Stop preaching to me. Fu Mo Master snorted. Power is the thing that matters most in the universe. Flamestar Master, I promise not to hurt the Golden Horned Beast as long as he gives us the godly blade. It may have only been a component, but Blade River Luo was a top-tier domain-type true treasure. It had the attacking power of a pinnacle attack-type true treasure. The blade was definitely more precious than a senior true treasure, and the Thorn Ring Alliance would be willing to risk everything to get it back. Ha! You're joking, right? Flamestar Master roared. The fire around him raged. You're not the only one who can summon great beings. I'll summon Golden Horn Master here. Let's see what you can do against the great beings of my Space Beast Alliance. Fu Mo Master sneered, unintimidated. Do you really think I'm afraid of him? Let him come. I bet it'll take him a long time to arrive here. Anyway, I hold influence over space and time here, and even universe masters will have to fly slowly as a result. However, Fuemo Master was a bit daunted inside, as Golden Horn Master was a terrific being among the universe masters of the Space Beast Alliance, and he had 4 godly bodies. Do you think the great beings of my Northern Territory Alliance are inferior to yours? Fuemo Master demanded, refusing to back down. The great beings from the Northern Territory Alliance were notorious for their temperaments. The alliance was made up of quite a few powerful races, but none of them were pinnacle races. They had needed to be humble before they were united. But after being united, with a Universe Supreme Master to guard them, everything changed. The Northern Territory Alliance group would have to admit defeat against a Universe Supreme Master. However, they would sooner die than surrender now. Once a valuable was born, the great beings of the Northern Territory Alliance would flood this place. After all, the Northern Territory Alliance was known for being reckless and for its high number of great beings. While Fuemo Master and Flame Star Master confronted each other, standing tens of billions of miles apart, another omnipotent force flooded in through the whirlpool portal. It was a towering figure standing 6,000 miles tall. He carried an ancient, rugged stone staff and walked barefoot. He wore a 1,000 treasure coat. Ha ha! I didn't expect to find 2 universe masters here, his voice resounded. Though the voice was not at high volume, it echoed in the hearts of all the great beings on the original star. Long, long. Star Sky River enveloped the original star. Powerful objects floating on the blurry river. All the great beings, including the universe overlords ordered to action, froze. Fuemo Master was startled. Primal Chaos City Leader. Primal Chaos City Leader. Flamestar Master was also shocked. Both Fuemo Master and Flamestar Master were renowned universe masters, yet they couldn't compare with Primal Chaos City Leader. Primal Chaos City Leader had 3 bodies, and each of them was overwhelmingly more powerful than they were. The 1,000 Treasures River was a top-tier domain-type true treasure, and the power of the true treasure could easily kill them. Of course, Primal Chaos City Leader wouldn't dare kill them recklessly, unless he had made up his mind to engage in all-out war with the Northern Territory Alliance. Universe Masters slaughtering the weak was a rare occurrence. Primal Chaos City Leader, Flamestar Master said, growing anxious. That's a great being of my Space Beast Alliance. You're a revered Universe Master, and it would be condescending of you to seize a valuable from a nobody. Power is all that matters. What can you do if Primal Chaos City Leader actually captures it? Please, Primal Chaos City Leader, for Space Beast Alliance's sake, Flame Star Master said. If Primal Chaos City Leader hadn't had the 1,000 Treasures River, Primal Chaos City Leader couldn't intimidate Flame Star Master. However, Primal Chaos City Leader could instantly kill Golden Horn Beast with 1,000 Treasures River. That was one of the advantages of a domain-type true treasure. It could sweep away the weak. Do you really think the Hong Alliance care about your Space Beast Alliance? Fuemo Master said. Primal Chaos City Leader, I'll back off now because of you and your 1,000 Treasures River. As for the component of Blade River Luo, it belongs either to you or Flame Star Master. Though Fuemo Master had stopped meddling, he still wanted to see what would happen next. The Hong Alliance was one of the greatest superpowers. The Space Beast Alliance was aloof and mysterious, but it had strong unity. It would be interesting to see the confrontation between those two. Flamestar Master opened his mouth. Primal Chaos City Leader. Flamestar Master, I don't think Primal Chaos City Leader would come here for nothing, Fuemo Master said. Ha ha ha. Primal Chaos City Leader's laughter resounded, affecting Flamestar Master and Fuemo Master. They were all amazed. It was clear why Primal Chaos City Leader was considered one of the most powerful universe masters. Flamestar Master, said Primal Chaos City Leader. Since you asked, I'll stop meddling with it for your sake. Fuemo Master was taken aback. Flamestar Master quickly responded. Thank you, Primal Chaos City Leader. Humph. Fuemo Master snorted and stepped into the whirlpool portal. Retreat. Fuemo Master gave the order to the universe overlords of the Northern Territory Alliance. He wouldn't interfere anymore, even though he was a bit irritated. After all, as a universe master, he needed to keep his promise. He, like all universe masters, valued his reputation. Go. Let's go. Although those universe overlords like Chi Blood Palace leader were reluctant, they had to follow his orders. Universe Knights of the Hong Alliance, do not attack that golden-horned beast, Primal Chaos City leader commanded. He was at the highest level in the Hong Alliance, which meant his voice was heard by the Universe Knights present. They all followed the order. Hua! Thousand Treasures River disappeared, and so did Primal Chaos City leader. As Primal Chaos City leader was transmitting his voice to other great beings, Luo Feng heard a different message. My disciple, it's in your best interest that the Space Beast Alliance is involved in this. The Northern Territory Alliance won't interfere anymore now that Fu Imo Master has made a promise. Other Universe Knights won't meddle since they know 3 Universe Masters are involved. The only thing you need to worry about is the Thorn Ring Alliance, but don't be too anxious about that. Get out of here with your remote ocean body and some other great beings. Even if the great beings of the Thorn Ring Alliance want to come and arrange an attack, it will take them quite a while. Luo Feng relieved. Golden-horned beast waved his wing, preparing to fly away. Hua! Little thing. Flamestar Master's voice rang out beside Golden-horned beast. I've never seen you in the Space Beast Alliance before. Have you been vagabonding? Every Space Beast vagabonds when they are young, until they are taken back to the Alliance when they become undying to be discovered. Tell me, have you never been back? Woo, perhaps you don't know who I am. The voice continued. I am Flamestar Master from the Space Beast Alliance. I was previously on another original star, and I came here because I realized that the Northern Territory Alliance had dared to attack one of us based on the conversations I heard from other great beings from the Northern Territory Alliance. Thank you, Flamestar Master. The golden-horned beast replied respectfully, lowering his head. No need to thank me, said the voice. You poor thing. You haven't returned? Ever? No, I haven't, the golden-horned beast said. I've been alone since the day I was born, and I've never been able to return to the Space Beast Alliance. Luo Feng was afraid of being recognized. However, he recalled what Primal Chaos City leader had said before, that after becoming undying, souls would merge with every inch of godly power. And even Primal Chaos City leader couldn't recognize whether the golden-horned beast was Luo Feng himself or a real golden-horned beast. However, the virtual universe was all-powerful. One could identify someone's race by connecting to it. If the enemies of other races tried to connect to the sensor of the virtual universe, they would be denied. Unless they sent some human spies, or spies of the Hong Alliance whose minds were controlled. The virtual universe was an incredible invention, and it had many unique functions. Even the most powerful organization, the Ancestral God School, who claimed to be the guardians of universe law, couldn't invent something like the virtual universe. It was a universe of consciousness, and all universe origin laws could be simulated. Never, Flamestar Master said. We have space beasts everywhere in the universe, and all of them rise to power by themselves. They'll only be guided back after becoming undying. There are many great beings of the Space Beast Alliance on the original stars. You can find one of them, act, and go back to the Alliance together. Of course, if you can't wait to go back, you can come back directly. This is the universe coordinate. This is one of the gathering places of our Space Beast Alliance. There'll be beings of our race to receive you, and you'll have the opportunity to go to the Space Beast Alliance Sanctuary. Sanctuary. The golden-horned beast's eyes glinted curiously. Yes, sanctuary. Every great being who is just received will have the opportunity to visit the sanctuary once, and your power will be further improved there. We'll give you some resources based on your power and potential. You might get special treatment, given that you became so strong even without the help of our race. The golden-horned beast listened carefully. Remember the universe coordinates, Flamestar Master continued. You can choose whether to go back now or not. I can tell you that there are lots of great beings from the Space Beast Alliance now, and you can take this chance to meet some of them. Also, beware of the Thorn Ring Alliance. I believe that you've transferred your valuables somewhere else, but don't waste this godly body. Golden-horned beast nodded mildly. 3 universe masters came here because of that godly blade. The Thorn Ring Alliance is way weaker than us, and all they can send are some universe overlords. But be careful anyway. Hong. The giant beast stepped into the whirlpool portal and disappeared. Many great beings from the Hong Alliance and the Northern Territory Alliance had retreated when Flamestar Master and the golden horned beast were talking, and Luo Feng's remote ocean body raced toward the whirlpool portal like a beam of light. He kept flying. He even saw 2 universe knights from the Hong Alliance. Neither of them could identify the remote ocean body's race, but they speculated that he was a universe overlord since he dared to act alone. However, because they believed remote ocean body to be a universe overlord, they avoided him. Such a smooth journey. No battles at all. Remote ocean body flew out of the vast whirlpool portal and arrived back to the outside. There were indeed no shackles at all. The great beings of the Northern Territory Alliance have retreated, and I didn't see anyone from the Thorn Ring Alliance. Remote ocean body smiled, teleported himself to a distant place, and went back using God Country transportation. Golden Horned Beast flew far away from the portal, and he had flown across the plain and entered the forest. It would take him a long time to arrive at the Whirlpool portal, and the Thorn Ring Alliance would have enough time to make arrangements. My Golden Horned Beast didn't have any valuable or slave. It's such a waste of time to just fly back like that. Golden Horned Beast blinked his eyes in the silent forest. Suddenly, a loud explosion resounded through the trees. Under the strong pressure and consolidated space of the original star, only hundreds of thousands of square miles around him were affected. Many ancient trees fell, but after a moment, all the fragments gathered, and everything was recovered. It was as if the explosion had never happened. After a long time. So, 3 beings of the crystal race arrived. There were such strong energies, and they should have come from the battle of great beings, said one of them. Where are the great beings? Maybe they left instantly after that. The 3 great beings of the crystal race looked around, then left. 9 universe overlords from the Thorn Ring Alliance gathered at the portal to the outside world. We must get the godly blade of Blade River Luo this time. Blade River Luo is a top-tier domain-type true treasure, and it has exceptional attacking power. If some other power gets the godly blade, it'll definitely use it as leverage to blackmail us. We must get back the godly blades as soon as possible. Every blade can strengthen Blade River Luo to a large extent. Those 9 universe overlords just arrived here. They waited there for a long time. Why hasn't the Golden Horned Beast showed up? Weird. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Eventually, a universe master from the Thorn Ring Alliance arrived and inspected the original star, and that was when they found that the Golden Horned Beast was no longer on the original star, which bewildered all the great beings from the Thorn Ring Alliance, as they had no idea where the Golden Horned Beast went. They had to end the plan. The Golden Horned Beast had a godly body of over 600 miles, which contained excessive energies to most great beings, and they wouldn't waste it. But Luo Feng had his remote ocean body, which had an inconceivable amount of godly power. The power it absorbed in an instant could match the power of the entire Golden Horned Beast. The godly body goes back to the origin of the universe after self-destruction. My remote ocean body absorbs godly power form the origin sea of the universe, which takes much less time than flying to the portal. Luo Feng stood in front of the palace and looked at the endless thousand treasures river. He smiled. If the Thorn Ring Alliance made arrangements, their efforts will be in vain. Remote ocean body stood at a height of over 5,500 miles. The Golden Horned Beast, meanwhile, stood over 600 miles tall, but had the same amount of energy as remote ocean body did. Luo Feng could use remote ocean body as a flame god origin crystal and blow it up without feeling any remorse because he could recover it in no time. The godly power contained in a remote ocean body might not be 1/1,000,000th that of the boundless remote ocean. It's not because my Golden Horned Beast is small, it's because my boundless remote ocean is too large. Luo Feng exclaimed. It's wonderful to have the boundless remote ocean. No wonder the 9 remoteness ocean of 9 remoteness master can rival that of a supreme true treasure. A godly body that could rival a supreme true treasure. 9 remoteness master was invincible while within 9 remoteness ocean. Luo Feng had yet to attain such power, but his boundless remote ocean held the same potential. Self-destruction there, recovery here, mused Luo Feng, in a good mood. Primal Chaos City leader transmitted his voice to Luo Feng. Come here, Luo Feng. Yes, teacher. Luo Feng turned around, looked at the main palace, and teleported himself there. Inside the palace. You have come back safely? Primal Chaos City leader said, grinning at Luo Feng. Yes, Luo Feng said, smiling. Fortunately, you showed up in time. If it weren't for you, I would have been in even deeper trouble. It was actually easier to deal with than I expected, Primal Chaos City leader said. That Fuemo master would have definitely confronted me if it weren't for Flamestar Master. Even if I had used Thousand Treasures River to take you away, it would have taken a while to transfer you to the Whirlpool portal at lightspeed. We managed to make it out of there without any real drama, but there may be repercussions later. Luo Feng said. It was because both you and Flamestar Master were there that the Universe Masters from the Northern Territory Alliance realized they didn't stand a chance. Yes. Primal Chaos City leader nodded and exclaimed. Also, the godly blade of Blade River Luo is not that important. If it were a top-tier true treasure, Fuemo Master wouldn't have backed down like that. He might have summoned other Universe Masters, leading to certain bloodshed. Luo Feng nodded. He understood that a top-tier true treasure was enough to instigate fights among Universe Masters. As for top-tier domain true treasures, they didn't show up at one time on the original star. The most precious part of Blade River Luo was that compass, and without the compass, the godly blade might not be as valuable as an ordinary true treasure blade. However, the godly blades were vital to Thorn Ring Alliance. They owned the compass, and the godly blades could upgrade the compass from its ordinary level to the top-tier level. What do you want to do with the godly blade? Primal Chaos City leader asked, looking at Luo Feng. You can take it for your own, or you can give it to our race and get contribution points. With the contribution points, you can buy some resources you need, or a true treasure you desire. I'm willing to hand it to our race, Luo Feng said respectfully. Primal Chaos City leader nodded. Okay, then go to Primal Chaos City now, as it's the place to donate valuables to our race. Your valuable will be assessed by the virtual universe system, and it'll give you the contribution points that match its value. Virtual universe system? Luo Feng was dazed. The virtual universe system is what determines the valuable, and it's the best, Primal Chaos City leader said. Besides, using the virtual universe is the fairest method because it's an artificial intelligence system without any personal bias or interests. All the great beings will be convinced. Luo Feng nodded. I understand. I'll go to Primal Chaos City right now. Go. That same day, Luo Feng arrived at the headquarters of the Virtual Universe Company and started his trip to Primal Chaos City by a spaceship. Inside the spaceship. It's so uncomfortable, the passengers in the spaceship whispered. The flow of time is in chaos. It's sickening. Luo Feng was sitting in a single room, and he laughed after hearing those complaints. He also felt sick when he went to Primal Chaos City for the first time. After all, the original universe was different from the primal universe, and the flow of time was in disorder in the universe portal connecting the two. Many talents who went with him fainted on the ground. It's been 100,000 years, Luo Feng exclaimed. He was still a child when he went to Primal Chaos City leader the first time, and he couldn't even pass the first level of the Heavenly Bridge, and the most valued talent was Bolan. Now, after adventuring in the Blood River World and Demon Note Mountain, after being the special envoy of the Ganwu section of the virtual universe, after thousands of years of training in the Outdomain Battlefield and Ice Hell, after the meditation in the Ancestral God School, after venturing through 9 remoteness space, and after 50,000 years of vagabonding in the universe, he finally became undying. After 100,000 years, he no longer considered Shi Huan Knight his competitor, even if it was a universe overlord. He battled with Qi Blood Palace leader, Bei Feng Knight, and Tianyang Knight. It's been 100,000 years. There should have been many battles between talents. There are 2 battles every 10,000 years, Luo Feng thought. I haven't paid much attention. Mr. Luo Feng, we've arrived at Primal Chaos City, the captain of the spaceship said with veneration. Okay, said Luo Feng. His mind came back to reality. He glanced at the respectful captain, nodded, and walked out. Luo Feng walked across the hallway with the Undying Emperor captain, with Undying and Sector Lord crew members standing by his side. He stepped out of the spaceship before the other passengers got out. They all whispered, "Who is he?" Even the captain is so respectful of him. Perhaps a universe knight. Incredible. See? Even the receptionist of the Primal Chaos City leader saluted him. Among the passengers discussing these matters in low voices, Some of them were slaves of Primal Chaos City Leader, and some of them were universe-level fighters, domain lords, and sector lords. Over half of them had come to Primal Chaos City in the first place, and to them, Universe Knights were already the supreme beings in the universe. Luo Feng arrived at the City Leader Palace. Mr. Luo Feng. Mr. Luo Feng. Many guards and servants recognized Luo Feng. They all knew that Luo Feng had killed Bark Mirror Emperor and that his palace was on the mountainside of Thunder Island, and he was qualified to attend the Supreme Council meeting. They all showed him great respect. Luo Feng had studied the procedures of donating valuables before coming. The location was at a side palace, and he needed to file an application for donating valuables. The side palace was closed generally, and it would open automatically after the application and the applicant arriving there. Luo Feng walked to the side palace. Hong, Long. The door slowly opened. Luo Feng stepped inside. Hong, Long. The door closed. This is the place where I donate the valuable. Luo Feng looked around the side palace. There was only a stone plate with a diameter of around 300 feet at the center. Luo Feng needed to put the valuable on the stone plate so the virtual universe could carefully assess the valuable. Luo Feng took out the godly blade. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, muttered Luo Feng. I only have one godly blade of Blade River Luo, which is almost useless to me. Aside from the blades, there's a compass, and it's almost impossible to attain. As for the idea of fighting against the Thorn Ring Alliance, I'm not powerful enough to do that yet. Luo Feng stepped forward and erased his life imprint on the godly blade. He put the blade on the stone plate. Wong. Cyan threads burst out of the stone plate and surrounded the godly blade. Suddenly, Luo Feng heard a voice. Godly blade of Blade River Luo. Spoke the voice, mild and gentle. It is worth 12 true treasure points. Are you willing to give it to our race, Luo Feng? Luo Feng smiled. Of course. Ka. The stone plate cracked, splitting into two halves. The godly blade fell through the crack, and the stone plate quickly closed back up again. This is the catalog of valuables of the human race, the voice continued. Suddenly, a giant, gray catalog showed up in the sky. It featured 4 types of valuables: true treasures, materials, and special resources. Luo Feng looked up at it, considering his options. Special resources, Luo Feng said. Hua. The menu changed, and a plethora of names of resources appeared. Luo Feng was thrilled by this simple inventory, as it might list the core resources of the human race. Of course, Luo Feng was not even qualified to see many of them. For instance, true treasures were divided into ordinary true treasures, senior true treasures, top-tier true treasures, pinnacle true treasures, and supreme true treasures. Luo Feng could only see ordinary true treasures and senior true treasures. The others, Luo Feng was not qualified to view. Regardless, Luo Feng doubted there were any supreme true treasures in the human race even available for exchange. As for materials, there were lots of ingredients for making weapons and potions. There were all kinds of special resources, a category comprised of anything that didn't qualify within the other categories, even Undying Bug Clan Queen and other special life forms for soul transfer. The prices varied based on each item's rarity and level of importance. Luo Feng spent 3 hours reading the entire catalog. I have my boundless remote ocean to supply godly power, so I don't need the materials or resources, thought Luo Feng. And I don't make weapons and potions. Luo Feng shook his head. I'll just get another true treasure. There were 2 levels of contribution points. The race could bestow treasure points or true treasure points. The average ordinary treasure was worth half a treasure point or 1.5 true treasure points. As for some special treasures, sets of treasures, or even domain-type treasures, flying palace-type treasures, and soul-type treasures could rival ordinary true treasures. They were much more valuable. An ordinary true treasure was worth about 1 true treasure point. Generally, 1 true treasure point was worth 3,000 to 4,000 treasure points, and the exchange rate fluctuated within that range. As for now, 1 true treasure point was worth 3,200 treasure points. True treasures and senior true treasures. Luo Feng read the prices of the valuables. The prices of senior true treasure blades ranged from 8 true treasures points to 30 true treasure points. The prices of senior true treasure armor ranged from 12 true treasure points to 60 true treasure points. As for senior domain type true treasure, Luo Feng could only see the cheapest one, which was worth 180 true treasure points. Luo Feng didn't even bother reading the others. Among the senior true treasures, close combat weapons were the cheapest, and true treasures for survival were relatively more expensive. Flying palace type, soul type, and domain type treasures were the priciest ones. I'll check the ordinary true treasures, Luo Feng said, shaking his head. I have star map, Shi Wu Wing, and force armor. I don't need those senior close combat weapons, spiritual force weapons, and armor. He started to read about the ordinary true treasures. They were cheaper, as expected. On average, they were 1/10 of the price of senior true treasures, and the quantity was much higher. He suspected they had been donated by universe masters who didn't need them anymore. So cheap. They're so cheap, Luo Feng kept exclaiming. However, he was dazed when he noticed the flying palace type, soul type, and domain type treasures up for exchange. The prices of ordinary flying palace type true treasures range from 18 to 80 true treasures points. The prices of ordinary soul type true treasures range from 36 to 120 treasures points. The prices of ordinary domain type true treasures range from 16 to 80 true treasure points. These ones, on the other hand, are expensive, Luo Feng muttered, realizing he couldn't purchase any of them with his measly 12 true treasure points. The cheapest ordinary domain type true treasure is worth 16 true treasure points, and there are 13 of them at this price. Luo Feng read them carefully and quickly had his eyes on a domain type true treasure named Nine Tiger River.